I hear you. Tell you what, man, it's pretty, how it's drained though is pretty nuts.
The green, I couldn't get over it. Right? You drop the ball and it still makes a noise.
It's like it has its rain.
I can't get over that.
This might sound crazy, but Quail Hollow Club isn't just some nice golf place with rich people clapping politely. Nope, under all that sunshine and pretty green grass, this course turns into a total beast. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and all the big golf stars go there to win shiny trophies and boatloads of money. But once the game starts, even the calmest players can lose it. This place is so hard, it makes grown-up pros throw their clubs, yell into the sky, and look like little kids who just dropped their ice cream.
Didn't get out of the rough. He kind of half-topped.
When you first see Quail Hollow, it looks like a dream. Sunlight on the fairways, a fancy clubhouse, and fans wearing their best clothes. But right after the first hole, it's like the course says, "Good luck, buddy," and then throws every hard thing it can at you. There are deep sand traps, grass thicker than your school backpack, and water ponds that seem like they're just waiting to swallow your golf ball whole. This isn't just a golf course, it's a challenge to see if you can keep playing your cool when everything goes wrong. And once you know its history, you'll understand why golfers approach it with fear, not just respect. Number 7, the fancy course that fights back. Quail Hollow has been testing golfers since 1961. A smart designer named George Cobb made it, and later another expert named Tom Fazio made it even tougher. This place has hosted some of the biggest golf events like the Wells Fargo Championship and even the PGA Championship, which is like the Super Bowl for golfers. In 2022, it also hosted the President's Cup. These tournaments bring the best players from all over the world with millions of dollars on the line, and every player knows that one tiny mistake could ruin their whole weekend.
That tree's so well placed. Like, I don't know if you noticed, I mean, I was right center of the fairway, and it wasn't not in the way, but if you're going right to left, like it's there for sure.
The course is super long, over 7,500 yards sometimes. That's like running across 75 football fields. And it's a par 71, which means players have to be super careful with every shot. Even the smallest mess can ruin their whole scorecard. So the pressure? It's massive. Quail Hollow doesn't just give second chances, it's a place where champions are made or broken. But if you think the whole course is tough, wait until you meet its final 3 monsters. Number 6, the Green Mile, the toughest 3 holes in golf.
Then there's the 18th hole, which is just short of impossible.
If you ask golfers which part of Quail Hollow scares them the most, they'll probably say the Green Mile. That's what people call the last 3 holes, number 16, 17, and 18, and they're seriously hard. Hole 16 is a long par 4 with water ready to ruin your shot. Hole 17 is a nasty par 3 where you have to shoot your ball over a big pond to a tiny green. It's like trying to toss a paper airplane onto a tiny target across a gym while someone sprays water at it. And then there is hole 18, a super long par 4 with a winding creek along the left side, just waiting to grab your ball and laugh at your pain. These holes are famous for wrecking scores. Some golfers play great all day, then totally fall apart on these final holes. It's not just about how well you play, it's about staying calm when your hands are shaking and everyone's watching. A single bad hit can turn a win into a disaster, and when that happens, even polite players can turn into angry bears. What happens when pro golfers can't take it anymore? The cameras don't always catch the full chaos, but sometimes they do. Number 5, secret meltdowns the PGA doesn't want you to see.
It as it lies, no relief. We can't show you the video, but Lowry takes a shot, absolutely duffs it into a bunker, slams the club at the ground, can't go up and down from the sand, makes bogey, flips off.
The PGA Tour likes to pretend that golf is always calm and easy. But Quail Hollow often shows the real emotions. Cameras have caught some wild moments that the PGA would rather people forget. In 2010 Wells Fargo Championship, players got so frustrated at hole 17 and 18, some of them shouted words that will make a pirate blush. And during the 2017 PGA Championship, the course was made extra hard with tricky green changes, and many pros were clearly not happy. Even though cheating is rare, you'll see way more slamming clubs, grumpy faces, and arguments with caddies here than at most other places. Then there are stories of a top player breaking a club over his knee after getting stuck in a deep bunker on hole 14. That's not just bad luck, that's what Quail Hollow does. It pushes players so far that they snap just like a rubber band. And while the PGA might give secret fines or pretend nothing happened, the fans can see the truth. When a course makes pros act like that, it stops being just about the game. It becomes something bigger, a battle between a golfer and the course itself. Could it be that this course isn't just tough, but designed to break players on purpose? Number 4, does the course make golfers mad on purpose? Here's a big question. Are the golfers just grumpy, or is it Quail Hollow built to drive them crazy? After designer Tom Fazio made the course even harder, many say it stopped being just challenging and turned into something almost mean. The fairways are super narrow with trees lining both sides, so if you don't hit the ball perfectly straight, you're in big trouble, my friend. The rough, thick grass is so deep it feels like your ball just landed in a jungle. And even though the greens are huge, they're bumpy and slick, kind of like trying to put on ice rink during a windstorm. And don't forget the water, it's everywhere. Water hazards show up on at least 7 holes, and all 3 holes in the Green Mile have water just waiting to swallow your ball. In one PGA Championship round, more than 50 balls landed in the water on hole 17 alone. When every shot feels like walking a tightrope over snapping crocodiles, just upset isn't just common, it's expected. A golfer might be okay with messing up one hole if it felt fair, but when you get a double or even triple bogey because the flag is stuck in an impossible spot or a surprise water trap steals your ball, that can make even the calmest players lose their cool. With a course that feels like it punishes every mistake but rarely rewards good play, golfers don't just battle each other, they battle the course itself, and that can turn the game into something a lot less fun. Behind every polite press conference, there is a whisper truth that tells a different story. Number 3, what golfers really think, but don't say out loud.
I would say that that's maybe one error of judgment I had was like, oh, wow, Quail Hollow does this every year with an annual event. Yeah. They just had another large-scale event here, the President's Cup. That was
Most pro golfers don't say bad things about a course on camera. They'll smile and say stuff like, hey, it's a very fair test of golf. But if you listen closely or catch what they whisper to their caddies, you'll hear the truth. One golfer might mumble, some of those hole locations today were just wow. That wow really means this was awful and made me want to cry. Another might just say, you have to be perfect on every shot, which is golf code for this place is impossible. Some caddies say their players are super stressed the whole week at Quail Hollow. It's not just the walking that's exhausting, it's the non-stop thinking. There's even a joke someone posted online that said, finishing 18 holes at Quail Hollow feels like wrestling a grumpy gorilla for 4 hours. Whether you win or lose, you still feel totally beat up. And sometimes all that pressure just bursts out in a shot, a slam, or a silent stomp down the fairway. When the wind picks up and the greens get slippery, it stops feeling like a golf tournament and starts feeling like a surprise test you didn't study for. That's not the kind of mood that makes players smile and say, good game at the end. And if you're thinking all golf courses bring this kind of chaos, hey, think again. Number 2, not all golf courses make you grumpy.
So many greats have walked in these doors, up these stairs, and through these hallways.
You get the sense of history right away with the circular stairwell, with the porches, crow's nest.
To understand why Quail Hollow feels so frustrating, let's compare it with other famous golf courses. Let's take Augusta National, where they play the Masters. It's beautiful, it's hard, and it has made plenty of golfers upset too. But something about that place makes everyone act extra respectful. Maybe it's the flowers, the quiet fans, or just the feeling that you're playing somewhere magical. Or look at Pebble Beach, where the ocean is right next to the course, or St. Andrews in Scotland, the place where golf began. These courses are super challenging, but they inspire players. Even when things go wrong, they don't usually lead to the same level of meltdown. Why? Because those courses give you options. If you mess up, you might still have a chance to save your score. That little bit of hope makes a big difference. So why does this course bring the meltdowns, the dramas, and the slammed clubs? Number one, why does Quail Hollow bring the drama?
Curtis, how many muscles did you pull watching this?
Well, it's another way strength shows its face on a golf course. It's not only length off the tee, it's the ability to hit shots like this. Look at that. Or out of the deep rough. Or long irons up in the air.
So what's the real reason Quail Hollow causes so many golfer meltdowns? Well, it's probably a mix of things. First, it's just really hard, especially at the end, when players are tired and the pressure is the highest. Imagine trying to finish a puzzle with no pitcher while someone shouts, "Hurry up!" in your ear. Second, the prize is huge. We're talking millions of dollars in career-changing wins. That kind of pressure makes every swing feel like life or death. Third, the design of the course doesn't feel fair to some players. Instead of giving small chances to recover after a mistake, it seems to say, "Oops, too bad, start over." That kind of course makes even chill players feel like they're in a fight. Add that to how serious and competitive today's players are, and you've got a recipe for a blow-up. There's no doubt Quail Hollow is a world-class golf course. It's fancy, famous, and exciting to watch. But here's the big question. Is it too hard for its own good? Golf is supposed to be about skill, fairness, and sportsmanship. But when a course makes even the best players snap, grumble, or lose their manners, something feels off. Quail Hollow doesn't force anyone to act out, but it sure seems to invite it more than other places. It might be one of the best-looking courses in golf, but it also brings out some of the worst moods. If the goal is to test players without making them lose their cool, maybe it's time for this course to think about just giving a little more mercy. Because in the end, even the strongest golfer can only hold it together for so long, especially when every shot feels like a trap. Should legendary courses like Quail Hollow be redesigned to protect players' mental health, or is this chaos just part of what makes golf truly great? Let us know in the comments, smash that like, and subscribe for a hole in one.